People think I win because I'm smarter. That's flattering, but it's wrong. I win because I wait. My name is Warren Buffett, and in a world addicted to speed, I built billions by standing still. Every day, millions wake up looking for the next opportunity, the next trade, the next trend, the next quick return. They confuse activity with progress. They think movement equals growth. Doesn't. Movement often equals mistakes. The market transfers money from the impatient to the patient. I simply positioned myself on the receiving end. Lesson 1. Time is the real asset. Most investors look for the next big thing. I look for the next 20 years. When I buy a company, I don't ask, can I sell this next year? I ask, would I be happy owning this if the market closed for 10 years? That question eliminates noise. Patience filters stupidity. You don't need 100 great decisions. You need a few and the discipline not to ruin them. Lesson 2. Compounding is brutal but slow. Earn returns. Reinvest them. Repeat. But here's what people don't understand. Compounding is boring in the beginning. It looks insignificant. Feels slow. It tests your ego. Most people quit before compounding becomes powerful. They interrupt the process. They chase something better. But wealth doesn't explode overnight. It accumulates quietly. Suddenly. It looks like magic. It's not magic.
It's time.
Lesson 3. Emotional control is wealth. The market panics. The headlines scream. Investors sell in fear. That's when I get interested. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. Not emotionally. Strategically. Fear creates discounts, and discounts create opportunity. The difference between amateurs and billionaires? Emotional stability. Most investors don't lose money because they lack intelligence. They lose because they lack control. Lesson 4. Simplicity beats complexity. People love complicated strategies, algorithms, charts, predictions. I prefer understandable businesses, strong cash flow, competitive advantage, honest management. If I can't explain it simply, I don't invest. Complexity hides risk. Simplicity reveals strength. Let me be direct. Most people don't build wealth because they want excitement. They crave action. They fear missing out. They cannot wait. They sabotage long-term success for short-term stimulation. Patience feels passive, but patience is a weapon. It protects capital. It magnifies returns. It humiliates impulsiveness. The real advantage. I don't try to outsmart the market daily. I outlast it. Time punishes the emotional. Time rewards the disciplined, while others chase volatility. I let businesses grow, while others trade. I own, while others react. I remain still. Before I think about profit, I think about loss. Rule number 1. Don't lose money. Rule number 2. Don't forget rule number 1. Most investors obsess over upside. How much can I make? I ask a different question. How much can I lose? If the downside is protected, time becomes your ally. If the downside is ignored, time becomes your enemy. Wealth is not built by swinging for the fences. It's built by avoiding permanent damage. Survival is underrated, but survival compounds. Lesson 6, Circle of Competence. I don't invest in everything. I invest in what I understand. If I can't explain how a company makes money, I don't touch it. It doesn't matter how popular it is, how hyped it is, how fast it's growing. Ignorance disguised as optimism is expensive. Most people lose because they operate outside their competence. They invest in what sounds impressive. I invest in what is understandable. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know your boundaries and stay inside them.
Lesson 7. Cash is power.
People mock cash. They say it earns nothing. But cash gives you options. And options create opportunity. When markets crash, when panic spreads, when others are forced to sell, cash becomes leverage. Patience is easier when you're liquid. Desperation forces mistakes. Liquidity allows calm decisions. I don't fear downturns. I prepare for them. Lesson 8. Reputation is an asset. It takes 20 years to build a reputation. 5 minutes to destroy it. I invest in managers I trust. I protect my name carefully. Because trust compounds too. In business, reputation lowers friction. It attracts partners. It attracts opportunities. It reduces resistance. Wealth built without integrity is fragile. Wealth built on trust endures. Lesson 9. Ignore the noise. Every day, the market screams. News, predictions, fear, euphoria. None of it changes intrinsic value. The stock market is there to serve you, not instruct you. If you let headlines guide your decisions, you'll constantly react. Reaction is expensive. Stillness is profitable. Patience requires ignoring noise. Noise exists to test you. Lesson 10. Long-term ownership mentality. When I buy shares, I think like an owner, not a trader. Owners focus on business performance. Traders focus on price movement. Price fluctuates. Value grows. Most people stare at price. Few study value. That difference creates fortunes. Let me say this clearly. Most people don't fail because the strategy is complicated. They fail because the strategy is boring. Patience feels unproductive. Waiting feels weak. Doing nothing feels wrong. But in investing, doing nothing is often the most powerful move. You don't get paid for activity. You get paid for correctness. I don't chase. I don't panic. I don't rush. I wait. I protect downside. I stay within my competence. I hold through storms. And I let time multiply my discipline. The world rewards speed in the short term, but it rewards patience in the long term. If you want excitement, the market will give it to you. If you want wealth, learn to wait. That's the difference. And that's why I win.